So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. Steps away to his... Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
First down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one,
oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Counter play, Drake. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They do go for it. It's Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
And the Cardinal first down.
On 1st down, Drake. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, Drake. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Oh, K1 short with a tremendous surge there to penetrate upfield and make the tackle.
21-yard line.
This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
No score after one on EA Sports.
With no score.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Tackle made there by Jonathan Cyprien.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 30.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
On the carry.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 27.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go. He's got him in, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
1st and 10.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He was brought down by Patrick.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Being chased out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Albert Okuebuna with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
7. Cardinals nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitask.
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, it would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
2nd and 6.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
On the carry.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The linebacker, Jordan Hicks, flying in there for the sack. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Flush to his right. And this one caught by Max Williams. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A final shot before half from Murray. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Robert.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on third down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jordan Hicks. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. First down. It's Drake. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run with Drake. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Murray, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to scramble almost got him the first, just short 9 yards, and it brings up 4th and inches.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs. Because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Extra point, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jordan Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
The kick is good.
Gonzalez.